Welcome to Casualwatergolf. Today I'm here with Gulio from the North Londoner Golf Academy, and this is where I do all my work. Today we're going to be talking about what the journey should look like if you want to get better, you want to become a single-digit golfer, day in the life of what I do or how I practice during the week, and if you just want to take a few shots off. And more importantly, how you can leverage the power of Trackman and a golf simulator to get you on that journey quicker. Now, Jules, when I walked into this fine establishment, as we would say, a few years
What was your
ago,
handicap?
about
24?
No, it wasn't that bad. But it was about 8, 9.
Why is nothing wrong with 24?
That is true.
Yeah,
That's true. You get to make some money on the
that's
golf
it,
course.
exactly.
But what would you say were the fundamentals you put in place to help me on my journey, from clubs to shot selection to my swing, making a few changes? Can you enlighten people on what the steps you took to make me better?
I think that, if we go back to the first few days that you actually turned up, I wasn't even here. Do you remember?
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
You were practicing and, hitting balls and stuff like that using Trackman, and you got quite excited from it because you felt as if you were...
It's revolutionary.
Exactly, wasn't it? You were you're like going, Joel, you weren't obviously talking to me, Steve, but I could just see you were talking to yourself going, right, what's this, what's that, and because up to now, you didn't really have any of that. So, your club head speed was okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So club head speed is one thing you have to improve on if you want to get better, strike the ball faster as well.
I think that it's like, why hit an 8-iron when you can hit a pitching wedge?
Fair enough.
Why hit a 5-iron when I can hit a 7-iron? Why hit your 3-wood when you can hit your driver, 300? So it's kind of, I think that they were the first things that we started to notice was, lack of speed. And a few path issues, that you tended to prefer always a shape. I remember that as one of you were a bit more of a fader. What was that favourite word you steer? That's it. Yeah, a steerer.
So why don't I hit a few now?
Yeah.
You've put 2 numbers on Trackman.
Yeah. So we'll start to discuss what we can do on how you can tailor the screen, to help you understand it easier, all the numbers and stuff like that. So just hit me a couple shots. What have we changed? Because of obviously we've changed equipment, we've changed the swing. We've now gone from, apart from being -5, -4, to a swing path fairly neutral, 1 or 2 degrees in to out. Our new shot shape is a draw, and what I mean. But I'm sure once the camera comes on and you can show them how it's done. So we are drawing majority of the shots. We tend to overhook a little bit, but we have been messing around a little bit with your grip and stuff, haven't we?
Yes.
So that's good. Our launch angles come right down. We're now like a really good 17, 18 degree launch with your 8, and your what's the last thing I wanted to say? Your club head speed 93 miles an hour. Okay. So now at the moment your 8-iron's going roughly about 165?
Carry.
Yeah, carry 165. Do you want to go and just push on that? Because I thought that was an absolute beauty. What did we get there? Yeah, 166 carry. Absolutely superb. 9 feet offline. So that was really, really good. So So now I believe that we're in a great place. You're in a great place with your swing. I think that, like I said, impact location, all those numbers have changed. Now we're starting to become a bit more visual in our game, isn't it? Yeah. And this has been where the last few months we've been really trying to get you to change, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't need to think about technique so much because the changes are there, right? We are now starting to want to visualize our shots a bit better. So what we've started doing is we've started using the virtual practice on Trackman, selecting the distances that you want to hit. And this is also another thing, because this is another great tool, because when you're hitting your shots into, whatever distance you want to hit, it doesn't matter if you want to do 100 yards, 20 yards, 50 yards, 200 yards, right? Or 300 yards. Now you can really start to see, after you've hit 10 shots, you can really start to see where your ball is going. And I think that that's where now we're going to start, now that we're coming up to the end of the season than anything, we want to try and get you to visualize your shots and, more importantly, visualize your draw on the golf course, isn't it? So, Ebbs, I don't know why you're not coiling up. You're lateral, and your takeaway is too far outside. Can you coil up properly and get those hands up high? That's it. That's where you need to be. Come on, it's the one. You're taking the club too far out. Come on. Better. It's still for some reason. This is something that I think I've talked to you about. You've got to be careful. Do not take that club out wide. Great sesh. You came in. You had a plan. Yeah. You said, I'm coming in. I'm going to work on my club face control.
Yeah.
Yes, and then from there I'm going to go on the practice range. I'm going to visualize my shots.
Yes.
And I'll make sure that when I'm hitting my 8 iron, my 7 iron, my 6 iron, my scoring clubs, that all of a sudden I'm going to be hitting. That I'm going to make sure that the balls are going to be finishing where I want to see them. Yeah. And that's what you did. And so where does this leave us? This leaves us that currently you're playing off 4. Mm-hmm. Your club head speed with your drivers up to what, 115 now?
Yes.
Yeah. 3-wood, what was it?
108, 111.
Yeah, so, and we're looking at what, 7 irons around 90 something, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So distances with a 7 iron now, what was it, 187 iron carry?
Yeah, 175.
Yeah, okay, and then, so really good. So now we can really start to see how the distance is going to help you, assist you, into you making it easier for you to get the ball closer, because you're going to be using shorter clubs.
Okay, so in other words, if you want to get someone on this journey, which you've put me on, is one, we look at the clubs first to make sure they can.
I think that it's kind of like you look at the whole package, isn't it? It's not just the clubs. It's like, okay, let's see how you're swinging it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then we analyze it. Are the clubs creating any kind of issues in your golf swing? Yeah, okay. And then once you start to understand that, it's like, well, what is your plan? What was your plan? You came in and you said, Jules, I want to get down to scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to win this, and this, and that's, everyone else is different. Like we said, if you want to lose 1 shot, 5 shot, 10 shot, 15 shot, 20 shot, this is the way forwards, isn't it?
So clubs, then you let the numbers work for you.
Let the numbers, yeah.
Once you let the numbers work for you,
that's right.
Then, okay, we fixed all the chinks in the armor. It's about visualization.
Yeah.
Taking your practice
it here, isn't it?
Course.
Yeah.
And this is what gives you that. You can move the flags different distances with a driver, with a totally. 3-wood irons. That's what you get. So if you're watching this, you're ever in London, make sure you come down to the North London Golf Academy. Obviously, today I'm not striking it well as always, but make sure you come.
You were striking it beautifully.
Yeah, you gotta get me better though. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.
Thanks, guys. Casual Water. Thanks for coming down.
And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe.
That's it. Push that button and that like down below. I always wanted to do that.